You're right. Yeah, I can do the third. I was like, for example, what we do. Yeah. I haven't like opened it back now to that. Yeah. You do a truck of like many because you can truck once. Okay. Usually to be off the bat,
Okay, Coach. All this other junk's not going to work. All we got is just the cameras and talking. Looks like we got 8 people live.
You just got broadcasted.
Well, I'm broadcasting on. Is that backwards? That's backwards. What is that backwards? I'm broadcasting basically on an old platform called Ustream. I'm so discombobulated right now. It's Yardstream. And so I have pasted a link to Yardstream on our Facebook page. Looks like I got 12 people watching right now. I don't know if they can hear us. I know that they can see what's going on with the game. They can see the captains going out on the field. But yeah, so it's backwards for some reason. So I have no way of knowing if people can hear us or not. I have no way of knowing what they're seeing. It's backwards. It's just, I should have stayed in retirement. Goodness. Man, oh man. So there's one person in the studio chat. I don't know who that is. There's 6 comments. Okay, what are the comments? Hey guys, must be in the booth. Oh, is that Keith? We can hear you guys. You sound great. I think that's today. I'm not sure. Guys, if you're listening right now, will you please send me a message in the chat that says that you can hear me? No response. Okay. Coach, we are just going to run this thing like they can hear us, like they can see what's going on. And we're just going to roll with it. And we're not going to have any fancy graphics. We're not going to have any scores. You're just going to have to watch the game and listen to us because we tried to get on YouTube. YouTube will not. Says we're on YouTube.
My friend said,
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what you guys can see. Again, our OBS studios is not connecting, so we have no live scoreboard. We don't have, what are they seeing? Are they seeing helmets with the Pioneer shield in the middle? Okay. Somebody says they can hear us on Yard Stream, but I don't know what they're seeing. I don't know if they're just seeing the camera.
she's on the wrong one.
She's on the wrong one. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So you say you can hear us. That's great. What are you seeing on your end? Are you just seeing the field? Are there any graphics? We can't tell on our end. If you can see the field and you can hear us, say yes, give us a thumbs up, whatever, and we'll just rock and roll with this thing. Just the field. Okay. All right. So unfortunately, we won't have any graphics. We won't have replays. We won't have the score. It's just going to be what you're seeing right now, what you're hearing. We apologize for that. A little background. I got the call 5 o'clock last night, said, hey, our people that were going to do the live stream backed out. Can you help us? Can you do it? And so I've been frantic for the past 3.5 hours trying to get this going. I want to welcome to the broadcast booth tonight, Coach Naylor. He got the call even later than I did, and he's joining me in the booth tonight. I'm going to do play-by-play. He's going to do color. This is the battle of the wagon wheel. Boswell versus Saginaw, best game of the year. I look forward to this game every year. Boswell has not had the wheel for the past 2 years. Saginaw has won the wheel. And so Boswell is trying to get it back tonight. We got the JROTC. You see them coming in now as we coached. Did we have the coin flip?
Yes, I wasn't.
You weren't paying attention. You're kind of like me. We're trying to figure out how we're going to get the thing
We'll figure out.
broadcast live. JRTC's coming out now. You may not be able to hear them, hear the band play. Hopefully they'll be loud enough where the cameras will pick it up. But again, guys, this is going to be just bare bones, as much trouble as we can get in tonight. But we hope that you'll enjoy the game. So we're going to pause now for the national anthem, and then whenever that's concluded, we will have the kickoff, get the game started. It's very blurry here. Is that better? Dan, I appreciate you commenting. Is that better in video quality? Again, we can't see what you guys are seeing. Okay, we were not able to hear the national anthem. And I'm going to work on sound a little bit, see if we can get a better audio here. Okay, microphone. You hear me? Dan, can you hear us much better? Hello, Mary, or I'm sorry, that's Mayron 8524. How do we sound?
Bos was kicking off.
Okay, so Boswell will kick off. Saginaw has won the toss. And Boswell will move from right to left as you look at your screen. Saginaw wearing their road white. Boswell gets set to kick. Here is the kick. It'll be taken at the 4-yard line, coming to the right. Several Pioneer defenders are over there.
Wow.
Gathering quickly at the 15-yard line and run out of bounds.
I'm not sure that they had their blocking scheme correct.
Coach, can you hear?
Yeah, I've got.
Oh, perfect. All right, good deal. All right, that return was by Derek Harris for the Rough Riders. They will start this drive at their own 22-yard line. We get a first look at the Boswell defense. Coach, I kind of like these new uniforms that they're rolling out this year.
Yeah, I really like the gold pants. We didn't have those when I was coaching. They're nice.
Yeah, they didn't like the gold patch back in their day. All right, the handoff is to the running back, running to his right, immediately met at the line of scrimmage and knocked back to the 18-yard line. That's big rebate, I believe, for the Boswell Pioneers. Their big nose tackle.
Yeah, Saginaw was just trying to run inside zone there, but Boswell defense was all over it.
Yeah, number 77, that's a rebate. We remember him coming up as a sophomore. He's in his senior year now. And man, I didn't think he could get any bigger, but he sure has.
He's good.
All right, quarterback rolls out to his left, and he is knocked down for about a 2-yard gain out to the 20-yard line. That'll bring up third down.
Great coverage by the secondary out in the flat. Got a penalty on the field right now.
Maybe we can get into a little bit of a groove here. That is holding against the Rough Riders. So not a good start for the guys in maroon and gold. Coach, did you catch that game, that crazy game last year
Yes, I sure did.
between Boswell and Saginaw?
I was here that night, Friday night, when Boswell jumped out to that quick 21-0 lead, and well, things sure changed before the lightning came.
All right, this will be another rollout, this time to the right, and it is incomplete. That pass intended for Sar, and so the Rough Riders facing a long third down and about 20 to get a first down.
Yeah, they just run a little flood route concept, and receiver just took his eyes off the ball. But
Yeah, they had fourth. They changed it back to third because of the penalty. They'll put the two wide receivers out to their right this time. Pioneers show shift. They're going to blitz from the right side, hand off to the running back right up the middle. Another 2-yard gain out to the 12-yard line, and that'll be poured down. The Rough Riders going to have to punt.
Yeah, they're just trying to get themselves some room away from the end zone, but looks like Boswell's going to have some really good field position after this punt.
30 of you joining us tonight. We're a little surprised. This is a special encore presentation of Boswell Sports. I actually officially retired last year, but nobody told EMS ISD.
I'm sure they're glad to have you back.
Here is the punt by the Rough Riders from their own end zone. And that'll bounce around the 35-yard line and take a good Rough Rider roll into Pioneer territory down at the 45-yard line. And we'll see the Boswell offense for the first time tonight.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, that game was pretty interesting last year. It was kind of a tale of 2 games in 2 days. Boswell had the edge on Friday night. Lightning stopped the game, and then come back the next day to finish it out. And Saginaw took the wagon wheel.
So at quarterback for the Boswell Pioneers, a familiar face, Juju Lord, stands at the 40-yard line, and he will fake it, throws it out to his left, and a lot of running room down the sideline. There is a flag. This could be against the Pioneers, and this may come back.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're running a bubble route there. Might have caught the outside receiver on the hold.
So Boswell with the, outside of the penalty, a nice opening play, but it is coming back. Okay, swing pass out to the outside. Again, they're testing the edge, and the Pioneers will get out into Rough Rider territory at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, they just went bubble again and sent it to the other side. Like you said, they're testing out the secondary, see if they can make some open field tackles.
Yeah, Peyton Rhodes that time with the reception. Peyton is a senior this year. Pioneer senior heavy with this squad. And they'll be since first down and second down now. And the handoff this time is to the running back. Nice running room lane up the middle. Gets to the Rough Rider about 39-yard line. And that'll be enough to move the change as the Pioneers doing a good job of moving the football early.
Yeah, they just ran power left that time with the right guard pulling. And this is Lassiter made a nice run there.
Here's Lawrence again, fakes it. No, gave it to Lassiter, faked me out, and the Rough Riders were there. That'll be a loss of about a yard back to the 40-yard line.
So they went back to the same play. They went power to the right that time. They do have the RPOs in play too, so the receivers are running their routes as well.
So second down now and 11 for the Pioneers. 2 wide receivers split out, or 3 wide receivers split out to the left, 1 to the right. Lassiter, the running back, he is to the right of Lords. And this is just a little pass.
Little screen.
Yeah, little screen, and the Pioneers will break free down the left sideline. That's Kylan Griffin. Oh, sorry, not Kylan Griffin. That's Kenyon Diaz for the Pioneers, and another first down as he goes up out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, just a little bit of quick wide receiver screen out the flat.
So 1st and 10, the Pioneers are in the Red's Barbecue red zone. Fake is to Lassiter, and nice little pass outside. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown, Pioneers.
Wow.
Pioneers with a nice drive as that catch was made by Mason Freeland, a senior wide receiver. The Pioneers go up 6-0 over the Rough Riders, pending the extra point.
Starting like last year's fast start.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way they were able to move the football inside, outside, running back, pass. Things are clicking for the Pioneers right now.
Yeah, a lot of up tempo, just trying to get Saginaw out of rhythm a little bit.
When we reset the football as Ben Perez tries to get ready here to kick the extra point. And was there a flag on the play? There was a flag. This was against Boswell. I didn't see the infraction, but
Sports.
yeah, not sure. Not sure what the infraction was.
Wait.
Did they take the points off? Oh, wow. So there must have been a flag on the touchdown. They reversed the touchdown. And now the Pioneers are second and goal from the 15-yard line.
Keith Damon.
Screen.
And this is spin pass to Chance Lassiter, and Lassiter spins to the line, crosses. This time it's a touchdown. I don't see any laundry on the field.
Yeah, that was a great spin pass to left. Chance Lassiter. Last year he had 571 yards receiving with 7 touchdowns. So
Yeah,
they really like to get him involved in the game with his rushing and receiving. Great job by the Pioneers. They had that penalty on the previous play that really backed them up, second and goal, but very nice call right off the coordinator there.
no, I don't have my board.
Jake Freeman for the Pioneers and got the screen pass for your touchdown. Nice execution. Here's the point.
Cool.
That is good by Ben Perez. Pioneers up 7-0.
All right, thanks, Coach. And Keith Diamond, our old board off calling me, said, "Hey, people are saying zoom out in the chat room." Yeah, lots of people coming in. Okay, so hopefully we zoomed out enough here. Struggling, as they would say on the ticket, struggling. Again, I've had less than 24 hours to prepare for this, and it shows.
Well, the Pioneers seemed fired up tonight. Defense came out there really good in that first series, stopped them, and then offense just executed all the way down the field. I think they want that right in the bag.
I think so. All right, here is the kick by Perez. Got a play. And this is taken at the 10-yard line. The Rough Rider will escape and gets out to the 20. It looks like maybe there is a flag down around the 15-yard line.
So we hold it in those spots.
We got it. We got it. Okay. Need to see the whole. Okay. That's can't see the players. How are we looking now, guys? Rough Riders with the football trips to the near side. Out of the gun. And quarterback will keep it. Got a little bit of running room. Picks up enough out to the 12-yard line. Coach, what are you seeing out of the Rough Riders so far?
Well, they're trying to get their inside zone, and I know they run some counter as well, but just Boswell defense is just swarming with too many bodies to block right now. They're just, I think, looks like they're just going to try to get it out of here so they can have better field position.
It is second, and I think the scoreboard guy's struggling a little bit too. He's saying second and 10, but looks like it's about second and 6. Here's an outside pass, just a little bit thrown behind the receiver, and that's incomplete. That pass intended for Derek Harris.
It looks like they're trying to attack the flat routes a lot, and some of these shorter pass concepts that they're running. I know the quarterback.
Morales,
Dominic Morales. I think this is his first year starting for Saginaw. I believe he was a defensive back last year. Just trying to get him kind of calmed down in this game.
We'll go 3 wide receivers to the near side again. This time they will hand it off to the running back, and Rebe and a host of Pioneers are in the backfield just about the same time they handed the ball off.
They're just trying to get run outside zone. They had a read on it as well, but Gibb was to the back, and like you said, Boswell was all over it. Boswell kids see that play every day in practice, so they're used to it.
So it is another 4th down for the Riders. Riders have yet to cross the 20-yard line, and they will kick out of their own end zone again. This ball will hit at the 38-yard line, take another Rough Rider roll into Pioneer territory that looks like it's going to die right about the 45-yard line.
Sure, you're going to see a lot of up tempo again here. Boswell's going to try to kind of spread them out and see. I think you'll see plays going left and right. You'll see a lot of combinations where if they get positive yards on one play, they're going to keep coming back to it, like they did in that last series.
We used to call that in and out offense. They go inside, go outside.
Exactly.
All right, is that Chance Slash? No, that might be Jace Richardson now in at running back for the Pioneers. He is to the left of Lords. They'll fake it to Richardson. Little pass outside. This is caught by the receiver. A lot of room. And he will pick up the first down out of bounds at the 39-yard line. That's Kenyon Diaz again.
Nice job on the perimeter with the blocking. Boswell receivers in the bubble screen. You'll see when they get on a hash, they normally go trips to the wide side of the field.
And offense to Richardson this time. And Richardson coming up past couple of years, I was telling coach early on that he had actually replaced Lassiter during an injury a couple of years ago and just came in and was electric. And then he was injured last year.
Oh, yeah.
And so they've been splitting time between the two. Both runners definitely are electric.
Thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning, yeah. And off to Richardson again. Another good push by him. Is he'll get taken down at the 32-yard line in Rough Rider territory and make it a manageable 3rd down.
They ran inside zone, just really simple play with the RPOs receivers, but like you said, they got a nice push up front.
Pioneers will go now two wide receivers out to the left, and they got a snipper to the right. Handoff is to Richardson, and he'll pick up the first down at the 27-yard line.
Offensive line is definitely taking care of that.
Yeah, getting a good push.
Scrimmage, yeah, they're definitely on both sides.
Looks a lot like the game from last year started out. Let's just hope that at the same end.
Exactly. These guys look sharp tonight. They're gonna keep their sniffer back in their HVAC.
And off is to Richardson's again. This time the Riders are there. They have penetration. And that'll be for a loss back to the 30-yard line.
Nice play by the Rough Riders.
That'll be second and about 14. Looked like maybe that was Stephen Perez, the linebacker that came in that time for the Rough Riders. And up into, no, Lords will keep it. Lord's left side, and
Nice tackle.
yeah, he'll get back to the 25-yard line, so pick up a gain of 5 and bring up third down.
It's like they're going back to their 4 receiver package. That was a nice quarterback keep, but a nice open field tackle by the second line defender as well.
Yeah, did a good job with the fake. I thought he'd actually handed the ball to Richardson. Back to pass, looking to his right, looking downfield for a receiver, and in long to throw it, but there's a flag on the play. Is that going to be interference?
Yeah, I think I saw a little bit of jockeying, arms extended out on the receiver.
So if that's interference on the Rough Riders, that'll give the Pioneers a fresh set of downs. We'll wait to see what happens with the Foot Locker convention. Referees are there at the 10-yard line. It's always the first game of the season, always the best to me, because, you know, everybody's trying to get back into rhythm. And, you know, you see things that you don't normally see at the end of the season,
Right.
including with your broadcast crew.
They're having a long conference.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna talk about it, it sounds like.
that's what I'm doing.
Looks like they're gonna,
Very blurry.
I guess they had catchables.
Man. So Dan, yeah, I'm sorry, with us streaming on this particular platform, this is the best possible resolution that we can go with. And they picked up the flag.
Coach Weaver's not gonna be happy about that.
What a shout out tonight. Hopefully she's watching Sherry Abinchan. You know, part of the reason that we're doing this is so Sherry could be with us and watch the game. And so
Absolutely.
shout out to Sherry Abinchan. So it's 4th down for the Pioneers, 4th and 8. Looks like they're going to attempt a field goal here as Ben Perez will kick this from the 30-yard line, and there's timeout on the field.
Yeah, I know
Coach Weaver wants to talk about it.
he might want to, he might want to talk to the referee a little bit about that previous play.
Yeah.
Too. So I know Coach App is always good at that too.
Yeah.
Bend their ear a little bit so we might get a call later on.
Exactly.
But I was talking to Coach Weaver last night. He's very confident in this kicker, Ben Perez.
Big kid.
And he said he's confident up to 45 yards. That's why he's bringing him out here now.
Yeah, you know, over the years, we haven't seen a lot out of Ben Perez, and so it'll be nice to see if he can get one here.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find a way to put the score.
Oh, timing. Wow.
Did he get it? He got it.
Timing was a little off between the holder and the kicker, but they still got it.
Yeah. What's that?
So the scoreboard.
Know what that is? And that's fine. I promised Coach Ed that we would broadcast this game tonight, you know, no matter what it took.
Right.
And unfortunately, it's it's not been our best. All right, so Pioneers kick and
Sagron's not confident in blocking when they get off the turn.
yeah,
So they went ahead down to. Starting at the 25. That's probably their best field position out there.
Coach Field taking on. See if I can put a score.
Saginaw's in 2-by-2 formation. In 25. Looks like they're gonna try to hit it deep there. Try to make something happen. The speed post route. Incomplete. So we'll go to 2nd and 10 now. Still looking for their first down of the game.
Okay, well, yeah, there's a little something.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
That little HBO route up top was incomplete. I don't know how teams get away with running that play. I know everybody does it, but it's illegal when you're blocking and throwing the ball at the same time.
Right.
I'm sure Boswell does that too.
So it looks like Rough Riders are facing a 3rd and 10 ball on their own 25-yard line. And this game has been played mainly on the Saginaw side of the field. Back to pass, and he'll get away from the blitz, rolling to his right. And that'll be a first time for the Rough Riders as they get a first down at the 40-yard line. And that gave Saginaw a little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Dominic Morales.
Yeah, they had the blitz dialed up from the outside. He just let him loose on the outside of him. He didn't go up to the upfield shoulder. Blitz. Nice athletic run by the quarterback, Morales.
Yeah, once he escaped, he definitely showed some wheels that time. 3 wide receivers out to the left, single back in the backfield, back to pass, has time, dances around in the pocket. Now the Pioneers will come in.
Long coverage.
And yeah, blown coverage as they will head down the sideline into Pioneer territory. First down inside the 14-yard line, and there's a flag on the play.
There's a lot of talking going on already.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can count on with this game is there's going to be a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just they were running. To me, it looked like they were running all seams, all goes from the trips route, and we just Boswell beating the backs, lost the coverage on the outside receiver. Quarterback did a good job of keeping the play alive.
Then on the backside of that, you get the penalty at the end of it. And now the Rough Riders are knocking out the door. They're have the ball at the Pioneer 7-yard line. So they go 4 wide receiver set this time with center man in motion to the right. Morales out of the gun, but Saginaw must have saw something they didn't like, and they'll call timeout.
Yeah, they didn't. Something definitely went through with the formation and motion. They were trying to set up a quarterback run in this. We'll see here. I know Morales seems pretty athletic with the ball in his hands running, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try to use him here.
Hey, Griffith Roofing. Coach, you're familiar with that company, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Working with them now. Wish I was on the sidelines tonight, though.
All right, teams will come out of the timeout. 1st and 10, or 1st and goal from the 7 for the Rough Riders.
Sniffer back.
They'll have a snipper out to the right. Sweetland, the running back to the left. And Morales will keep it. He's been their weapon so far, and there's a holding call. This is coming back.
That's what they're doing. I guess they're getting us in man, getting Boswell in man, excuse me. Getting Boswell in man, motioning the guy inside receiver over, and then they're running quarterback sweep out to the opposite side where the motion was coming from. Something obviously they've seen on film that they put in the game plan this week. But the holding's going to get that.
So that'll move the Rough Riders back to the Pioneer 17. This is so weird. So we're watching this, we're watching the camera on the monitor, and it's completely flipped backwards. And it's got me so off guard right now. I move the camera. If I move it right, everything goes left. If I move it left, everything goes right. Wow, so they had a delay game. They're going to add to Saginaw, and that'll push the ball out to the 21-yard line now.
They were inside the 10, so
Yeah. Yeah, started at this started at the 7. And now there's 21.
they got the sniffer back.
2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first period. I'll swing pass outside to the right.
Wow.
Good catch, and he'll pick up about 5 yards to the 16-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback down here on the side. He forced the ball. There's a bump screen out to the outside, and he forced the ball back inside to his teammates. Everybody was swarming the ball.
So 2nd down now and goal from the 17. Snipper to the left this time. Morales will keep it. And he's run outside now, cut it up.
Wow.
And not much there. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like their run game is going to be dedicated to the quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of quarterback sneaks so far. Or not quarterback sneak. Quarterback keys, yeah.
It looks like they're trying to keep the ball in his hands and let him make something happen.
So what was 1st and goal at the 7 now has turned into 3rd and 17 for the Rough Riders. It's good. Split up 3 to the wide side. And nice little pitch and catch as the Rough Riders will get down to the 4-yard line.
Bad idea. They caught Boswell in the blitz and ran a little quick wide receiver screen, and like like Jim was saying, got them all the way down to 5. Looks like they're going.
That was Franklin with the catch, 4th down.
Why not?
4th and goal from the 5. Morales operates on the gun now, look to the sideline. I think they're just gonna let this first quarter run out. And then they'll flip sides. Oh, they're actually gonna play it. It's picked off.
Wow.
The Pioneers pick it off in midair as he came on the blitz. That was number 34 for Boswell, Edgar Trevino, and he just picked it out of the air and returned it back to the 30-yard line.
Amazing play.
And that energized the Pioneer sideline.
That was a big, wow. That's a big momentum for Saginaw. Because, I mean, if they go in there and score, they're making a 10-7 ball game. And who knows? I mean, like last year, they got that momentum going last year before the storm hit, and they won it the next day. Now Boswell got the huge play.
So it's a little different this year. Last year, if you were on defense and you got a turnover, they had this big, heavy, kind of gaudy, huge chain they put around your neck. Now they've got like a wrestler's belt.
Sounds like something Coach Weaver might have come up with.
Yeah.
Since he loves WWE so much.
So Trevino, the linebacker, gets the first belt of the season. I guess that's what you call it, the first belt of the season. We will start the second quarter. It is our score. Oh, on the timer.
Saginaw just keeps shooting themselves in the foot. You know, every time they do something good and, you know, get good positive yardage, get down there and in Boswell's territory, then they have a penalty. Like they have one holding penalty. So they gotta get rid of that. You know, first game, everybody's nervous, trying to do something big, and you're gonna have that for sure in the first game.
Pioneers with the football. This is Lawrence. He'll swing it out to his right. Pass is caught. And not much there. Picked up a yard on the catch, and that was Peyton Rhodes again. Rhodes, kind of the workhorse like he was last year, definitely shown some improvement here in this game so far. Okay, so now the clock officially runs out and we move into the second quarter. So we'll flip sides. Coach will play on that north end of the field a little bit more.
Well, Rhodes is walking really slow back to his team right now. He got hit pretty good on that other side.
What's it like that first game of the season when it's August and it's still very hot? You got to see a lot of injuries, right?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, we when I was here coaching underneath Coach App and all the other guys, we always practice in the morning. I mean, we do some things in the afternoon to get ready for the game, but acclimating to this heat in the afternoon is always different. But I'm sure the trainers have got them all ready to go. Everybody's nervous.
Yeah, sometimes first game of the season, you don't know what you got.
Yeah.
You don't know what to expect. Here's Lords out of the gun. Handoff is to Richardson, and Richardson again, straight up the middle. And I like the way he runs, just head down north and south. He finds those little cracks in the defense and picks up a good game.
Yeah, just straight up inside zone. Basically, Boswell's offensive line just imposing their will on the defensive line of Saginaw.
They made his way out to the 37-yard line, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 3. How do we get to 3rd down so quick?
Pass, yeah.
So this handoff again is to Richardson's outside, and Richardson will he make it to the 50?
He's quick. defender had him stopped for a loss, and he just got loose outside. It's a quick feet.
Yeah, didn't quite make it into Rough Rider territory, stopped at the 49. Richardson showing that quickness. Hadn't seen much of Lassiter over the course of the past couple of series. And sometimes they'll bring Lassiter in as a wide receiver. Lords back to pass, looking, has time, thrown underneath. It's caught and out of bounds. That is Michael Brown with his first catch of the season.
Coach Weaver was really high on him, talking about the receivers last night for them.
I put the ball at the Rough Rider 43-yard line, 2nd and 2. Lords again, high snap, handoff Richardson. Richardson, big haul, might break it. Oh, he is caught from behind, but not after he gets the first down to the Rough Rider 27.
Yeah, nothing fancy. They're continuing to run inside zone, and Saginaw can't stop them.
Richardson might need a breather. Hand off again, Richardson running right side, and that time play a little bit slow to develop. A flag on the play.
They ran power. They ran power that time, pulling the left guard, run the power to the right side, and like I said, Saginaw did a good job of stuffing it. Got a little holding too as well.
Yeah, that time Rough Riders just staying home. I believe that was Kenneth Gillum on the tackle for the Riders. And that'll back up the Pioneers.
You've got better eyes than I do. I can't see. I can see the Boswell numbers. I can't see the Saginaw.
Yeah, that's Saginaw. Little tough. So the Pioneers moved back. That must have been, was it a personal foul? They moved them back 15. They're all the way back to the 42-yard line. It's first down. And Lords will keep it, just a delayed draw, and makes a move, still on his feet. Picks up a nice chunk of the penalty yardage as he's taken down around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he took a couple of guys out of his shoes on that play.
So 2nd down now, 25 for the Pioneers. Lords back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, and he's given a sack.
Yeah, didn't see anybody open in the secondary. Really had nowhere to go with the ball. They had to eat it.
So yeah, they'll take a coverage sack all the way back to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down. They got to get to the 17 for a first down.
I'd be surprised to see it on the screen.
3 wide receivers out to the right this time. Riders, here they come again. And he just needs to get rid of this. Oh, and he does to Richardson. Richardson, left side, has some room. First down as he is taken down around the 9-yard line.
They were trying to set up the screen, and he got lost in there somehow.
No flags that I can see.
Can you tell if it was past the line of scrimmage or not? But no flags.
Pioneers will have the ball at the 8-yard line.
Second on timeout.
Saginaw will take a timeout here.
It looked like they were definitely running the screen to the left. It looked like they had it all bottled up. The defense tackle was going to make a pick there for a second there, but came out with a good pickup.
What are you seeing out of the Buffalo Pioneers so far?
And just they're getting after it on both sides of the ball. I mean, I think offense and defensive line, that's kind of where their strength is right now. As far as taking control of the line of scrimmage on both sides, really, the offensive line they're just calling basic plays, zone and inside zone runs, and defensive line. I like the way when I was here coaching. Coach Davis did a great job I know he's first year, he's not gonna be either.
Yeah, that's kind of,
He's retired.
kind of odd, you know, I've been doing this 20 years, 20 in one game, as Keith said. Not having Coach Davis on the sideline, that's.
He was asked, he texted me today, he goes, Jim is still doing the game. But no, he did a great job of getting the defenses ready to swarm, but I know Coach Weaver's excited about our defense this year.
Snipper going motion to the right and handoff is to Richardson right up the middle. And there was just a mass of Rough Riders there. Met at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They're trying to run a little lead play or ISO with the sniffer. And like you said, Saginaw just totally swarmed it.
Yeah, everything just collapsed right there in the middle.
Still staying with the sniffer back. The H back.
Lord's out of the gun. Hand off again to Richardson. Richardson will test the waters right up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 6-yard line. Gain of about 2. One thing about Boswell, they, you know, if they give Saginaw some confidence,
Right.
and get a stop here,
Sure.
that makes it a little bit harder for them.
I'm sure they've been reminded all week about last year,
Yeah.
that they gotta put their foot down.
4 wide receivers this time. Richardson to the left. Or actually, it's Hummer. And Lawrence will just keep it. Lawrence will weave his way through traffic.
They got a decision to make.
And yeah, now he's down at the 1-yard line and it'll be 4th down. Time to bring back the old Gator.
I was asking Coach Weaver that last night. He said, they've got some packages with the sniffer and with both backs in there as well.
For those of you that don't know what the Gator was, is they put some of the biggest guys you ever seen in the backfield. And they just run it right up the middle. Handoff is up the middle and the Pioneers go in, but timeout was called.
Saginaw coach is on the field. We'll get Boswell coach something. Yeah, I remember we put Dom Hill, or Big Dom. We put him in the backfield one time against Brewer down at the goal line, and kind of just parted ways. Brewer defense did not want to tackle him.
So Jordan 1525 says, what color commentating by former coach John Naylor? What a guy.
That's my son.
Oh, okay.
It's gotta be. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I'll have to get on something when I get home.
So Pioneers, big decision here. Do they go for, it's a tough one because if you don't get it, then you've given away points,
Right.
you know? If you go for the 3, that's the safe play.
But I think they just, they're thinking, their line has controlled this game
Yeah.
the whole half. And so you can't make a half yard here or 1 yard.
I'll look for Lord's just a quarterback sneak or draw here.
Has Lester come back?
Lester's not been back since that first series. And off Richardson right side, and he will bowl his way in for a Pioneer touchdown.
Yeah. Looked like a little ISO lead play with a sniffer leading the way. Let's see down there.
Here's the extra point by Ben Perez. Pick us up. And it is good. Pioneers now lead 17-0.
All right, Steve. Keep going. Don't let up.
See if I can throw the quarter in here. Second. Yeah, this is about as bare bones as it gets on ball floors. You think Coach Weaver's happy with what he's seen so far?
He is, but like I'm saying, you know, he's wanting to make sure that these guys keep it up and keep pressing. Don't let up now, just because it was 21-0 at this point.
I'm
Last
sure he's
year.
probably going to remind them of
Oh
that.
yeah, do not let up.
The good news is there's not a rain cloud in the sky.
You know, kind of need it.
Yeah.
Not tonight, but
Pioneers get set to kick off. Perez's kick will be taken at the 5-yard line, fair caught. And that is Hensley, or not Hensley, it's Harris for the Rough Riders. Pioneers in a 2-year drought for the wagon wheel. Looking to bring it back home. Coach Mike DeWitt for Saginaw Rough Riders. Second year, I believe.
yeah, he's been well known in the DFW circles as a really good defensive coach, and really good pickup by Saginaw to get him over to our district. He's a good coach.
Ryan Morales out of the gun, 3 wide receivers to the wide side. And he's got plenty of time looking downfield. And man, he had a man that was open.
Had the deep post, beat the safety on the deep post, had a couple of steps on him, just didn't connect.
Low on the coverage for the Pioneers. He'll make his way to the sideline. "13 seconds on the play clock, and receiver a little slow to come back.
Yeah.
Second down now and 10. Handoff is going to the left, and Pioneers are there. Nice job.
Yeah, I just ran outside zone to the left. They had a read on it, but nobody blocked it. It contained for Boswell.
I think that was Douglas Cook for the Pioneers. Good pursuit that time. Nice angle. Nothing doing for the Rough Riders. Now they face third down, and they got to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. Ball at the 17. They're gonna take another timeout.
I think you only get
Yeah, you only get 3.5. Yeah. Yeah, and if I'm looking at the Pioneers or the Rough Riders. Pioneers showing 1 timeout left. Rough Riders out of timeout. 6:26 in the first half.
Sometimes first again, it is first game, but it's like a dress rehearsal for the season too. And you're gonna have a lot of times you're gonna have special teams, miscues, substitutions going on, and I know that's a lot of coaches will get way upset on special teams substitutions going on. That'll drive coaches crazy.
2-0 game for the referees as well.
And we'll definitely talk about it tomorrow morning.
We got a quick shout out to My wife Sandy, she's down on the field taking pictures once again. So we'll have pictures of this game available on our Facebook page. Morales on the gun, rolling to his right. And he'll let it fly downfield and incomplete. Just not able to connect with his receivers. His receivers are doing a good job of getting separation.
Yeah, they're running a lot of run concepts. Let's sprint out. You try to get Morales outside the pocket, sprint out. They're running a lot of run concepts to the wide side of the field. But like you said, they're just not.
Morales showing a pretty good, looks like he's got pretty good arm.
Yeah, he's got wheels too.
Yeah. So 4th down and 18 for the Rough Riders, which means they will punt this football away. Flag on the play. Delay a game. They'll push the Rough Riders back yet again.
So they're gonna, these things are gonna happen sometimes in the first game. Again, looks like substitution issues.
The ball now at the 12-yard line in Rough Rider territory. And this is the 3rd time the Riders have had to punt from their own end zone. That one almost blocked. And that takes a Boswell roll just east of here at the 30-yard line. So Pioneers with great field position. As they look to try to increase this score up 17-0 second quarter with 6:09 on the clock.
If I were Boswell here, I would just stick to the ground game and let your offensive line just lean on them a little bit. By the time you get to the 4th quarter, it's they'll be feeling it.
Definitely happy that you folks have found us tonight. Weren't able to broadcast on the YouTube channel because Jim's got old. Our Pioneers with the football and a nice 4-yard gain by Richardson right up the middle.
Inside zone. Pretty basic.
Jace Richardson in his senior year. This Pioneer squad's senior heavy. Lord's handoff Richardson. Big hole up the middle, and he'll get the 1st down and more as he is taken down at the 16-yard line inside the Reds barbecue red zone. 5:21 now, ticks away on the big screen. 1st and 10 Pioneers. Lord fakes it to Richardson, gets in trouble, throws it into the end zone, and he's lucky that one wasn't picked up.
I think we had to climb it downfield.
So the black and white stripes are getting their exercise as they throw another flag. We'll wait for the indication. Coach Naylor says it's going to be against Basel.
Saw the sideline judge call it. One around his line. Yep. The play kind of extended with his, probably thinking the quarterback's going to run. And looked like the lineman took off blocking downfield for him.
So that'll move the ball outside the Reds barbecue red zone to the 21-yard line. Still 1st down. Lord's handoff Richardson. Richardson, another nice hole right up the middle. And he'll pick up the 1st down as he is ridden all the way down to the 2-yard line. Maybe the 3. I think they're going to put it at the 3-yard.
I haven't seen him play very much. He's impressive.
Yeah, he's definitely he's got some power and speed and good vision. But what can you say about that hole that they opened up? I couldn't run through that. Ford fakes it to Richardson, a little slant across the into the end zone. Yeah, we're hearing shouts from next door in the Saginaw booth as that ball's incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they might get the Rough Riders for an interference.
Yeah, they just ran an RPO here. They're running a little power game. The run game is basically power, and then they got receiver routes on the outside. Outside receiver running the slant, and back corner would just jump the route maybe just a little bit early.
All right, and
He's in.
who's that, Richardson?
Yep.
So Richardson, left side, just ducks his head and picks up 6 as the Pioneers score. And they'll push this lead now 23-0. Yeah, we look for Ben Perez to tack on 24.
And pretty much like we talked about, they just had a short field position and kept most of it on the ground there. They will do that the rest of the game.
Here is the kick. It is up, and it is 8-0 right down the middle. Pioneers now lead comfortably 24-0. I say comfortably. As long as we don't have a repeat from last year.
Right.
4:26 on the clock here in the first half. A lot of football left to play.
Really good start to the season for the Pioneers.
Yeah.
They just, like I said, dominated both sides of the line, and defense is swarming with the football, and the offense is taking care of the football and doing some great things when they get in the scoring position.
Pioneers in a pretty rough district this year.
Yeah. I noticed. Yeah, that was. I don't know if you saw the South Lake Carroll score.
Yeah, Jinx, Oklahoma.
Wow, I was getting some updates, and Jinx was up 20-0 or 27-0, and Carroll came back and won it at the end. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, and then they've also got Byron Nelson in that group.
Yeah. All the killer schools.
All the killer schools.
Yeah, it's going to test them for sure, but man, they can just. I mean, they still got a lot to go in this game, and if they can just keep building on the momentum.
Here's Perez's kick. And it'll be dropped at the 11-yard line to pick it up. And, yeah, knee down, and the Rough Riders will start this drive at their own 11-yard line.
Kick returns not well for them today. Four minutes left. I wonder. I'm sure how they're going to open this up here.
Yeah, what do you do in this situation?
Well, you're down 4 minutes left. You got to. One thing you definitely do, you got to pick up some first downs here. Just get some momentum and get your kids feeling a little bit of confidence.
Morales back to pass, right side, had a man open just a little bit high.
They're seeing something in that. They're running a lot of flat routes that are open in the flat area to the church side. They're seeing something they like to do on that coverage.
Yeah, the ball intended for Harris just kind of sailed a little bit, not able to haul it in. So second down now and 10 from the 11. Morales hands off to the running back, and the Pioneers just dominated the line of scrimmage, and they'll force a loss back to the 8. Third down now and 13.
Yeah, pretty much Same thing we've been seeing the whole game. Defense line's doing a great job of holding their gaps, and then everybody's running with the football.
Yeah, anchored by Old Uribe, the big senior, number 77. Yeah, he's just having his way.
Wow.
Here's a little screen pass out to the right side, and the Rough Riders will get to the 15. And that's where they will face fourth down. What a blood moon out tonight. They were just showing it on the scoreboard. Reminds me of October. I wish the temperatures did.
Right, no doubt.
So fourth down now and a long way to go. About 7, 4th and 7. And again, they will punt, this time just outside the end zone. No rush by the Pioneers. That ball will roll into Pioneer territory at the 46-yard line.
When you got 2:47 and one timeout, still got time to keep it on the ground and get it done, you know. You're just gonna see what they decide to do here. They might try some, work on some game plan stuff here. Maybe something for the future.
Pioneers with the football in their own territory at the 46. Hummer is the running back this time. Lord's operating out again with 3 wide receivers to his right. Pump fake. Oh, has a man wide open down the right side. And with his speed, he will go in for a Pioneer touchdown. That's number 15, Michael Brown. Michael Brown had a catch earlier in the first quarter, comes in with a big touchdown for the Boswell Pioneers as they continue to push this lead. What do we got?
We're okay.
Okay, good. Oh, maybe you saw a flag. Oh, no.
I think Miles will fake the wide receiver screen out wide. Everybody jumped it, and we had actually had 2 receivers.
So for the moment, it is 30-0. Whereas to kick, the extra point is up, and it is good. And so the Pioneers now up 30-0. Coach, I imagine you remember some of those wagon wheel games.
Oh yeah, they're my favorite games. I've got pictures all throughout my house with myself and my kids with the wagon wheel after the game. So they're some of our favorite times that we're here. That game. I just remember the old field house. Remember the old field house? We always had that wagon wheel just sitting in the hallway. So whenever the kids came out practice every day, they saw that wheel every single day. We made a point to show it to them. Need it back in the new field house.
In the new buildings, that's right. Well, you know, I think they've had it once in there, right? And they've got a big trophy case right over by the elevators.
Oh, okay.
And they put it inside the trophy case.
They didn't get all this new stuff until after I
Yeah.
I missed that. My son was upset about that when he graduated and I get all the indoor.
It's a beautiful facility. I really like the turf room. Here's the kick.
Yeah.
To the Rough Riders, and
I think they just need to do that in the rest of the game.
yeah,
Just go ahead and down it.
so they will start this drive at the 20-yard line. 25, yeah. Making an old NFL.
Yeah. It's a little change all the time.
I'm just glad that high school doesn't do the zone kick. I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm not either. I'm not sure that that's actually, they're trying to do it for safety, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
it's actually.
Yeah, it still seems like our collisions are just as bad. Morales, a lot of time, this time looking downfield. This will be intercepted by the Pioneers. Return to the 40, 45, 50 down the left side, knocked out of bounds. Right around, let's say the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he just aired it out there.
And he saw that the whole way.
He actually, he was double covered. Two coverage there. Had somebody trailing as well.
That was Lamar Isidore. Isidore also a senior.
Oh, gosh.
John says, Sherry says, we're amazing. I'm glad she's able to listen. Hey, Virginia having Chan in there. That is Coach Ann's mom.
Yeah.
Always enjoyed seeing her in the chat room. Boswell leading 31-0 with 2:22 left in the two quarter. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left before the half.
Is that penalty on Boswell? Really back.
He's pointed that direction.
Okay.
Yep, this is going to be against the Pioneers. Ooh, that moves them all the way back to the Pioneer 48-yard line.
We'll put it up here. I'll get it up here.
I like what I've seen out of Brown so far. 2 catches, but 1 for a touchdown. The other one for a first down.
Yeah, I expect him to be pretty good. They're going to have 5 folks to come.
A little bit of a discussion at the 45-yard line by the referees. What are they talking about? We always thought they were talking about where they're going to go.
Yeah, again, it's the first game for them too, they're just trying to make sure they get all the communication down with each other.
See, I thought maybe they were taking their Red's barbecue. Just trying to figure out what they're going to eat after the game.
Exactly. I do know that, they want scrimmages as well. Try to get used to the game of speed and get used to the season going on and everything. So, but they're having their, they have their issues as well.
Oh, yeah.
But they got to clean up for the rest of the season.
Amy Snyder checking in. Amy with Red's barbecue.
Yep.
OMG, go Boss. Some of these games, I remember some of the favorite games, both here and across the tracks. Those 10-7 ball games, the close ones.
I think my first year here, all the other coaches and everybody's telling me how important this game is, and we had a team that year, but Saginaw fought us. Such a close game.
Coach Ab always says when Boswell wins, it's our taco Casa, it's our Sonic. So we got to get those things back. Here's the handoff to Richardson again up the middle, and this is Hummer, I think. So Hummer showing his strength picks up as he gets into Saginaw territory. At the 44-yard line, speaking to Coach Ad, Taco Casa, Sonic, and everything else.
He eats a lot of it.
So second down now, and a very short 2. And I thought we were out of time.
Everybody's too tall.
I think they fundraised for that. Want anything?
Thanks, Coach.
Coach Ab coming into the booth with us. Get a headset put on for him.
Wow.
So 2 minutes left in this first half. Pioneers fully in control, 31-0 over the Rough Riders. He's facing 2nd and 2 on their final time.
Obviously, that we're going to get another score before halftime, but I would not be surprised. Well, depends on the time and everything. Would not be surprised if he wants to try seeing, get some experience for Perez here too.
So you can get one.
Maybe get a, field more. Just kind of depends on what they do here.
So I'm wondering if you know what Kelly.
I do.
So great tackling, Bob.
She's always talking about tackle the legs.
That's right. She's right. Gotta get those legs.
Oh man, you just made her head really big.
All right, Lords. Handoff is to the running back,
Oh no.
Hummer, and it's fun. Rough Riders will scoop it up. Lords saves what might have been a touchdown at the Pioneer 35-yard line. Coach, what happened there?
Yeah, I mean, they just run a simple, I've got a power play, just a simple run play, trying to get that first down and couldn't really tell if he.
Ball just kind of
Bounced out quick, just knocked it out. And this is the kind of play where Saginaw can get out there and try to create some confidence here with the score before half. They may take a shot right here.
Morales out of the gun. Different running back this time. Number 15 for the Riders is Manger. Big kid.
Yeah.
Move to the left. Morales back to pass. Falling out to his right. He'll air it out downfield.
Post route again.
And oh my goodness, that was knocked away by number 11, Fabrizio Flores for the Pioneers. And he made a great play. Had good position. Looked like he was going to go for the interception. Just knocked it away at the last minute. Yeah. Hey. Lovely and talented photographer Sandy Howard's up here in the booth. She predicted the score by halftime. Or maybe I'm fibbing just a little bit. 2nd down and 10, and there's another delay game by Saginaw. Well, that makes it 2nd and 15 at the 40-yard line. Morales across the middle. Oh, that one had some potential. Zavala just not able to catch up with it.
Just a straight RPO there, thinking of swing to the left and ran a slant route from the left side, wide open, just didn't connect.
So 3rd down now and 15, ball at the 40-yard line in Pioneer territory. Saginaw with 3 wide receivers out to the right this time. Morales back to pass, looking to his left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket by a Rebag, looking downfield and just throws it away. So 4 down now for the Riders. They'll try a 65-yard field goal.
I think seems like they're just grabbing at straws, trying to find something.
Yeah. Trying to get something to stick. They've really gotten, of course, down 31-0. They've abandoned the running game pretty much.
Probably gonna get that lead post in there.
Oh, that snap, and Pioneers are in there. They'll flush Morales out of the pocket. Morales still on his feet.
Oh,
Nice game, but then there's a flag. And going to be a late hit out of bounds on the Pioneers, and that probably will give the Rough Riders a first down.
Yeah, he did a great job of scrambling outside the pocket, getting good yardage. Was not going to make the first down with the penalties, but they're going to push it past the sticks.
And Morales has been the one bright spot for the Rough Riders tonight.
He's kept a lot of the plays alive.
Yeah. So they will move the ball down to the Pioneer 15 and give the Rough Riders a fresh set of downs with 1:23 left in the second quarter. Morales back pass looking through his left, and what a pass. Incomplete. And that's, man, I tell you, Coach, that's tough. That's a tough one right there. Because that was on a thread. It was caught, but it was just caught out of bounds.
Really good play on everybody right there. Caught it just out of bounds.
Yeah, we also like to have that one.
Go back inside a little bit.
Yeah. Second down now, minute 17. Rough Riders with a man in motion. And just a little tunnel screen here. Niners will stop them at the 8-yard line, close to the first down. It's hard to tell from here, but it almost looks like it's something they can measure. So third down now and just inches. 46 seconds left.
Timeouts. They better not.
Yeah, no timeouts. This will be thrown into the end zone, and it is caught for a Rough Rider touchdown. That ball caught by Hensley, and the Rough Riders will get on the board. And there was a holding on Boswell's defense.
That's definitely going to give them a little confidence boost going into half, for sure.
Here's a score from across town, Decatur all over Eagle Mountain, 35-7 at the half. I'm sorry, Coach, what were you going to say?
I'll say this, it's going to give them a little bit of confidence going into halftime, with that little bit of a boost with the scoring there at the end. Morales obviously was a big part of that. Keeping the drive alive.
And the extra point kick is good, so the goose egg goes away as Saginaw closes the gap. 31-7 in the second quarter.
Now the coaches will have something good to talk about at halftime.
Yeah.
To keep going against focus.
Speaking of halftime, Coach, you said you didn't get up here in the press box much when you were coaching, so you got to miss out on Taco Costa.
Oh, wow.
Tonight you get Taco Costa.
No, we get peanut butter and jelly sometimes in the field house. We got leftover sandwiches from the kids. Or a Chick-fil-A sandwich somewhere, By the end of the season, I love Chick-fil-A, but by the end of the season, you're looking to eat something.
You're looking for something else, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Saginaw's kickoff team on the field for the first time of the evening. They get ready to kick after that scoring drive. 36 seconds left in the first half. This little knuckler will be scooped up at the 14-yard line. Coming to the right is Rhodes. Rhodes cuts back to the left and works his way through traffic out to the 25. 27 seconds, and I think they'll probably just run it.
Yeah.
Take it into the locker room.
Absolutely. a good start to the year for the Boswell Pioneers.
Yeah,
Hopefully they can keep it up in the second half.
so 27 seconds remain. The Pioneers come out on offense. And I believe they get the football in the second half. Here's Lord's handoff is to Lassiter, who's back in the game after this will be his second series of the game. It's been mostly Jace Richardson. And that'll do it for the half. The Pioneers picked up 5 on that, leading 31-7. And they'll just let time run out. And we'll take a break here on Boswell Sports. We'll let you watch the band. I don't think you'll be able to hear them, but at least you'll be able to see them. And then we'll come back for the second half after we go finish some Taco Casa. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I have no way of doing it. It really bums me out on YouTube. This could have been so much better. So,
Just like the games.
yeah,
So would everything happen with Keith? So basically you and Hank are gonna do it all over again?
well, no, I mean, Hayden was gonna do it. And I don't know where he's at now. I don't know if he's still gonna try to do it. He had some guys from, Dave Campbell was gonna help him out, and they backed out. And so I don't know where it goes from here. No, caught it with a whistle.
Yep.
John, all this is what it was. Like rather actress is on, but I can't find any basically putting the dishes away. So I mean, yeah.
Oh, maybe Snyder's asking if we've seen the Toledo North
That's what I'm
Crowley.
asking.
Wow.
Was it?
North Crowley's beating them 20-0, 26-0.
Crowley's got two athletes.
26 to wow. Huh. Streak's coming to an end. All right, nice halftime show performance by both schools. That's we're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. Boswell Pioneers leading 31-7 over Saginaw. Pioneers have looked pretty sharp. Few penalties here and there have, backed them up, but they've taken advantage of the opportunities that they've been given. And Saginaw, on the other hand, struggled a little bit.
Yeah, they got some things they've got to work out, obviously. Still, I'm sure they'll look at the film tomorrow, but I mean, we still got a lot of game left in the second half. And obviously, we keep harking back to last year.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's still a lot of game left to play. I know Coach Weaver's going to remind them of that, and that to go to the second half. We really lost the running game first half. Boswell as well. And defense, what I like to say is all those blue jerseys swimming in football. I know that would have made Coach Davis proud too.
Yeah, I tell you, the defense has looked good, especially that interior defensive line has done a great job. A lot of good pressure. They stopped the run. They forced Saginaw to become one-dimensional. A little bit of, I think, the Pioneers secondary is needing a little bit of work. Saginaw's done a good job of getting their receivers open. Just hadn't been able to connect, but overall defense is looking good. Jace Richardson hasn't lost a step. Looked like he's fully recovered from that injury that he suffered a couple of years ago, and showing his speed and his awareness. I'm excited for this second half as Boswell Pioneers trying to reclaim the wagon wheel.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to obviously try to keep the foot down. That was what I'm sure is the message from all the coaches to the kids, halftime. But once they do that, I'm sure they're probably not going to show a lot of different things. They got other games coming out.
Sure, just keep them facing.
Yeah, they don't want to show too much of it.
All right.
The name of the game is to get the win at the end.
So what was it like as a coach during these halftime moments? Was there,
Well, we'd go into our coach's office first and talk about the first half of the coaching staff. It gave the kids time to just kind of decompress a little bit and get something to eat, something to drink. We usually have like some small peanut butter chili sandwiches or bananas for them. And we ate some early late at 4 o'clock. So the kids they had to get something in their stomach at halftime. And then we'd go in and we would go with our position groups and talk about what we needed to work on, what went good, what didn't go good, what, some things that we may add some things, little wrinkles here and there, to on the offensive side, that is. And then it'd be, of course, our head coach goes down and bring them up and send them out. So just fine tuning some things, making sure we're all on the same page on what needs to happen in the second half.
what's the mood like when you guys would get up like this score here where it's 31-7?
Well, there's been some games that have been bigger than this. Again, I think the main thing is you want to keep coaching the kids, keep coaching them hard, and make sure that we're getting better. We're getting reps. And again, we want to get out of the game injury free. We also want to get, a lot of kids reps too. They practiced hard all week. They deserve, to get in the game. We can get them in the game.
At what point do you think we'll start seeing different personnel?
I guess somewhere in the fourth quarter. It depends on the score too. But we'll see.
Well, here we go. We're about ready to kick off the second half. Here's the Boswell Pioneers out in front, 31-7 over their crosstown robbery. Second on Rough Riders. Pioneers with 3 back deep, Rhodes at the 10-yard line.
So if you're also ready, be ready.
We get an onside kick. And Rough Riders,
This is what we're talking
yeah,
about.
Rough Riders come up with a little bit of trickery. Hold the onside kick. Reminds me a lot of Coach Avichan back in his day. Saw a lot of second half onside kicks.
Oh gosh, I coached the front line one time, and that happened to our front line. Coach Ham was not happy with that at that time. Oh man, that didn't happen again.
So the Rough Riders with the football to start the second half at the Pioneer 48 after a successful onside kick. As Morales and company come out.
Wow.
They go 5 wide receiver set this time, empty backfield. Out of the gun is Morales, back to pass. Looking downfield, throws it quickly, has a man wide open, just again, a little miscommunication.
They weren't ready for the empty set after that.
Definitely picking on that right, in the right corner for Boswell. Now they bring in a running back, 2 wide receivers to each side. Morales getting back to pass. Aribe up in the middle flushes him out, and he'll just throw it away. Looked like it was intended for number 5, Carlos Salas.
Looks like
Or number 8, that was Derek Harris.
looks like they're just gonna put the ball in Morales' hands and try to let him go.
Yeah, kind of make him take over the game, yeah. So third down now, 3rd and 10 for the Rough Riders. They'll stay in that same formation. They got Swellman as the running back. And Morales will complete it outside to Swellman, and he'll run out of bounds after a gain of about 6. I'll make that 5 down to the 43-yard line, 3rd down.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
We'll go for it.
Oh, 4th down, 4th and 5 now. And you're right, Coach. They're just going to stay in, just see if they can pick it up.
Make sure they keep Morales in the pocket. Nope, bad way again.
Morales again, nice pocket. And I was worried about that at Collette, and Pioneers there to stop them, and Pioneers will take over at their own 46 after a good defensive stand to start this second half.
He said they're just putting the ball in his hands and see if he can use his.
Yeah, see if he can create something.
Yeah.
And they had some opportunities.
The very first play,
Yeah.
wide open down the seam.
It was just unnecessary roughness against Saginaw. So that'll put the ball into Rough Rider territory as the Pioneers will start this first drive of the second half at the 42-yard line.
Got a few chippy plays.
Yeah. Well, this game's always chippy. We always have said in the past, throw the records out because these teams come to play. Lords will fake it and got a man open, headed downfield, taken down at the 15-yard line, and that looks like Canyon Diaz on the reception from Lords. And a Pioneer first down.
Just a simple RPO for Boswell. The run action was like we call it dark backside tackle pulling, but receivers are still running their routes, and quarterback makes the play based on what the defenders do as far as pulling it or and throwing the ball or giving the ball to the back.
Chance Lassiter, the running back for Boswell. They'll fake it to Lassiter. Looking to the right is Lawrence. Oh, and he had a man in the end zone. He had Peyton Rhodes in the end zone, and Rhodes just couldn't haul it in. All right, so second down for the Pioneers. Lawrence out of the gun. He'll hand it off to Lassiter to the side, and Lassiter will walk in for a Pioneer touchdown, and the Pioneers now lead 37-7, pending the extra point.
Yeah, the offensive line is just doing their job up front, creating the holes for the backs. It's pretty easy for them. And then really there's no secondary level tacklers whenever you got receivers running routes on the backside.
Yeah, he made it almost to that third level before he even got touched.
So it makes the RPOs really, if you read it right, and of course you got to do the block, you got to block at the front. It's pretty easy.
And Perez's kick is up. It's good. The Pioneers now lead 37-7, 38-7. Here in the third quarter. Got a lot of comments about the Alito game. A lot of folks happy to see that Alito's just getting trounced.
Still 26-0.
26-0.
But I've had some friends, a lot of people at that game tonight.
Yeah.
Friends were texting me up scores a while ago. They said it's actually worse than 26-0.
Really? Wow.
Fourth crowd was pretty athletic. They got
Yeah.
bunch of guys going D1.
I was seeing predictions of them, possibly taking state this year.
They're pretty.
Perez gets set to kick. 10:42 on the clock here in the third quarter. There's a kick, high end over end, taken at the 3-yard line, fair call, and a good job by the Riders. Not to try to bring that out.
Yeah, I think they're going to do that the rest of the game. Get that idea.
So a long way to go for Rider Nation. They will start this drive at the 25.
I think they're gonna put the ball in Morales' hands. I wouldn't. I would think they might try to spread him out and get him out of the pocket a little bit.
The teams come back out on the field, check on another score from across the way. Decatur up 35-7 over the Eagle Mountain Knights. The Knights are in the new
Yeah,
in a new district.
they're in a really tough district.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, I worked with Coach Mullins over there. He's at Eagle Mountain now. We work together here at Boswell. Great coach, great man. He's doing a great job with those kids, and they'll get them going, just like we did. He's done really well the last 2 years. They just have a really tough district that they
Yeah.
set in.
Yeah, it's funny. You look at Saginaw and Chisholm's district. Those two teams are going to compete in that district. Denton Ryan probably the clear favorite to win that. But then you look at Eagle Mountain and Boswell, it's going to be a dogfight.
Eagle Mountain's got Argyle in their district.
Yeah.
Colleyville Heritage, I believe.
Yeah, Colleyville Heritage, and I think Chrome as well. I want to say Chrome is in that district. So yeah, they've got some pretty good ones. Boswell, of course, next week will face Pascal.
Oh, wow. Here we go again.
Okay, empty set for the Riders and good pressure. And again, Morales just has nowhere to go. The timing's thrown off. Boswell doing a great job of putting pressure. I do like the fact that Morales makes, a lot of times in high school football, your quarterbacks don't really, a lot of times they'll take the sack or they'll try to force something. Morales has done a good job of just throwing the ball away.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure, obviously, in his first start of his senior year, playing defense last year, but he's, I think he's shown some ability. Just need to clean up some things.
Morales steps up in the pocket and now he'll take off with it. He is met at the 32-yard line that time by Douglas Cook. And Cook with a nice open field tackle.
Somebody down on the field.
And Dan, I've noticed that it was kind of chopped off a little bit. Trying to get you guys a clearer, closer shot, but I don't think that's going to happen. So back into the action now. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Rough Riders. 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Morales will roll out to the right. Nice little pass that time. He'll complete that to Harris, but not enough for the first down, and the Rough Riders will have to punt.
That's what I was thinking they would try to do with him, was just try to get him outside the pocket a little bit and some sprint out action. Just getting so much pressure in his face when he's dropping back. They've got to let him use his legs a little bit. Oh. Hey, going for it here.
Oh, okay. I would have thought that they were going to punt it here, but they've elected to go for it. Well, maybe they're going to try to draw him off sides. And
Could be.
And here comes the Pioneers. Good. Had good protection, and
He found somebody.
he did find somebody for a first down. Thought Uribe might draw the flag there at the last second as he came down on Morales.
He does keep the plays alive for sure.
Yeah. Had a lot of time in the pocket there. So the Riders get a first down at the 46-yard line. This time they'll have it back in the backfield. Looking to his left, Morales dancing around, has time, and now he's under pressure again. This time he'll let it fly. A little bit underthrown as that was intended for Harris. So third down again for the Rough Riders. 8:42 on the clock in the third quarter. Under a big, beautiful full moon. Morales back to pass. Rolls out to his right, looking downfield. Has a man, and again, just off his fingertips as his favorite target, Harris, not able to pull it in.
They've got some guys open in the backfield.
Yeah, like I say, the receiver core for Saginaw is doing a good job of getting her open. They just Morales was a little rough with the accuracy. So third down now, 10. Morales again out of the gun, has a lot of time. Now he's chased out of the pocket, coming to his left, throws it downfield at the feet of the receiver. That time it was intended for Trotter. And another fourth down for the Riders.
Looks like a drill we do with the receivers and the quarterbacks. Scramble drill. I can't every week in practice. That's what it looks like now.
Yeah. Oswald defensive line looks like they got a little bit of size this year. It's not something you normally say about the Pioneers. Morales again, and flushed out of the pocket by a rebate, thrown downfield and incomplete.
Nice breakup.
Yeah, that was Wilson, Devontae Wilson.
Yep.
On the coverage for Boswell, and Boswell will take over in Rider territory at the 46-yard line.
It looked like they're going to get the completion, and Wilson just stripped his hands from the ball. Good job. I think if you get still a lot of game left in the third quarter,
Yeah.
8 minutes. It's like the old Texas Tech days when Mike Leach was coaching. You know, if we do 8 completions, we look at the clock like we still have so much time left.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking to myself, you know, at the end of the half, it's like, man, this has been a really long first half. Here's Lords, swings outside. This is caught, and a lot of dancing for, may have been a loss. Yeah, that'll be a 1-yard loss back to the 47. That ball caught by Michael Brown.
I will say this about, you know, the Saginaw Rough Riders. They're still running to the football. They're still competing.
Yeah, still competing.
You'll get that. Coach DeWitt's gonna have these guys playing hard.
And the handoff this time is to the running back Lassiter. And Lassiter gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 46. I'll bring up third down now. 3rd and 10. Lord's pump fakes, looking downfield, and just out of the hands of Michael Brown, who probably would have taken it to the house if he'd gotten a hold of that one. And so the Pioneers will have to punt. Coach, I want to give you an opportunity here. You've been a football for how long now?
I've been out like 6, 7 years now.
6, 7 years. What are you doing there?
So I got into, got a bunch of different careers, but I did 20 years of coaching and teaching, mainly in DFW. And about 6, 7 years ago, one of my coaching friends had me come out and do roofing sales. So I'm working roofing sales now, so coaching homeowners now. Enjoying that, but I really enjoy coming out and watching the kids play tonight.
A little bit of a scrum there at the end. Couple of Pioneers and a Rough Rider getting into it. Coach, you're with Griffith Roofing.
Yes, sir. Griffith Roofing, and we are a proud sponsor of EMS ISD Athletics. We're actually sponsoring all the schools and all the home football games this year. And so definitely, if you need some help, definitely give us a call, give me a holler, and we'll come out there and give you a complimentary roof inspection and help you out.
Haven't done anything in the way of commercials, so we thought we'd give you a shameless plug.
Thanks. Always needed.
All right, Morales and the Rough Riders come back out. Started their own 16 and Aribe in the backfield, and Major just had nowhere to go.
He's a big kid.
Yeah, big running back. Where's he in?
Well, I mean, Rebates said North Texas, correct?
Yeah. See if there's a sign on the running back.
50.
Morales again back to pass, and this time he'll keep. Ooh, almost hit from behind, and again that ball goes sailing and incomplete. I thought he was going to take off and run with it. Where do we go? We got to. I do have a man down on the field. Again, for those of you that are confused and thought that I had retired, I am still retired from the broadcast, but Coach Avenchin was looking for somebody last minute as Peyton was not able to do the game tonight. So I got a phone call about 5 o'clock last night, and he said, man, we really have some folks that would like to see the game, but not able to be in attendance. I was like, you know what, Coach, I will come out of retirement one more time. And then Coach Naylor, he got the call after I did, because I was scrambling. I was thinking, how in the world am I going to pull this off by myself? And so Coach Naylor was gracious enough to come in and help me out. And give us your comments, man. I think he's doing a fantastic job.
It's been fun. I miss, you were asking, I think earlier before we went on the air, you were asking if I missed football. And wow, my first year out of football, I lived nearby, so I would walk to the stadium, watch the first half of the game when the guys would go into the locker rooms. I would walk home because I'm so depressed I couldn't be on the field. And so I would watch you guys on the broadcast at home, because I was like, I can't stay and watch anymore. But it's a lot of fun because I still have a lot of good friends on the staff there, and I'm always rooting for those guys. They're great coaches, but even better, they're great men.
Yeah, that's one thing. My son-in-law is part of a high school. He's with Perryton High School.
Yeah.
And when we go up there, they're always together. It's like a family. Here's a Rough Rider stand. Ooh, that was a hard hit on the running back of the Rough Riders after a gain of about 3.
They're trying to work a bit on their running game.
So 4th down now for the Riders. 4th down and a good solid 7 yards to go. 5:55 third quarter.
I think right now, I think they're just trying to find some kind of identity. You know, offensive identity. They really don't have one right now.
The Rough Riders lost a lot of kids to graduation. So kind of a young team for Saginaw, a little bit like Boswell was 2 years ago, and what Boswell will be like next year.
Yeah, that definitely is growing pains. If you have a lot of, say, if you have a lot of sophomores, say, starting for you or playing for you, usually that one sophomore can equate to like one loss.
Yeah. And it's been fun to watch these kids come up. Like I say, I remember Lords whenever he came up as a sophomore, and then Aribe and some of those guys that have really kind of come into their own, certainly showing it here in this game. It's a handoff to the running back.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a heavy dose of this for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Try to run the clock down, get out of the game injury free.
So they've got Richardson back in the running back position as a 2nd and 5 here. Lords fakes it to Richardson. Ooh, that was almost jumped. That was almost jumped. That was number 7, Amari Franklin in there, and he almost picked that one.
That's, I mean, when you're scouting Boswell, you know they're gonna throw bubble screen to the inside receiver a lot. The outside receiver's got to make sure he gets that block.
So 3rd down now and 5 for the Pioneers with 4:57 here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff Richardson. Richardson trying to bounce outside. Loses his footing. Flag on the play. Yeah, going to be holding on the Pioneers. They accept it here, Coach, or back them up?
I would back him up.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to walk this thing all the way back to the 45-yard line. So now it's 3rd and 15 for Boswell. Lord's back pass, has time, looking downfield, got a receiver, and it's caught.
Thanks.
Caught at the 15-yard line by Canyon Diaz. What a beautiful throw. Hit him in stride, and Diaz picks up the 1st down.
Now, at the end of the games, you're going to see, unfortunately, we're going to see a lot of this because you're going to see a lot of cramping right now.
Yeah.
Because of the weather and.
Oh, yeah.
First game of the year. It happens. But, yeah, nothing's changed in many years. The last few years, Boswell, as far as they work on those go routes all the time, and I mean constant practice. It was picture perfect.
Yeah, that was a beautifully thrown ball, and you know, you can tell when a wide receiver doesn't break any of his stride whatsoever. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, sure.
4:32 here in the 3rd quarter. Pioneers inside the Reds barbecue red zone again. Thank you, Chelsea. I think that's Chelsea. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all's understanding this. I don't think I've always used the term duct tape and baling wire. This setup tonight, after less than 24 hours, is the epitome of duct tape and baling wire. Hand off to Lester. Lester bounces outside and great carry, 8 yards down inside the 10, down to the 6. That's that 1-2 punch. I love it when they have both him and Richardson in the game because, you know, you never know who they're going to go to. Second and 1 now. Send a man in motion. Handoff is to Richardson running right. And Richardson's strung out after he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So Richardson will come out and Lester comes back in.
That's a nice luxury to have.
Yeah. Yeah, when you got two guys that can tote the rock, that's a good luxury to have. Handoff is to Lester, right up the middle, bangs his way ahead, still going, and gets down to around the 1 yard line. 3:07 now. So first down for Boswell.
Just gonna get a heavy dose here of number 8.
Yeah. So the ball is actually at the 2 yard line. Lassiter to the right of Lords. And
A little itchy.
yep.
Used to tell the offensive lineman in those situations, hold your water. Hold your water.
Hold your water. All right, so the Pioneers now move back out to the 7 yard line. But good news is they got all 4 downs. A little more room for Lassiter to work with.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Wow.
Lassiter spins away from a tackler and walks into the end zone for a Pioneer touchdown.
Nice move. Like he was dead in the water and
Yeah.
in the backfield and just spun off and really nice run.
I believe that's his first of the night.
So he was keep both of those guys fresh, kind of like NFL teams do. We're using 2 running backs throughout the entire game. So we had a lethal combination.
Perez's extra point is set. There's the hold and the kick is good. Pioneers now extend the lead 45-7 with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the Blue Crew getting their workout tonight. In fact, I think they've been worked out so much, I only got one guy running the flag.
Are they supposed to be push-ups too? I can't remember. Are they doing push-ups?
I think they used to. I don't know if they still do or not.
It would be sore.
Yeah. Next week's game here at Pioneer Stadium against Haskell. Haskell, a team that was in the district for several years. I think did they move down classification? I can't remember. But that's always a good game. Haskell always gave Boswell a fight.
That was our big rival when I was in high school.
Yeah. There's Perez's kick. High end over end, and it'll go into the end zone. So the Rough Riders will start at the 25. William Hageman. Hello, William. Glad to have you join us. William is the equipment manager, or was, maybe still is, I think, for the LD Bell Blue Raiders, and back whenever Boswell and LD Bell were in the same district, he latched on to us, and he's watched the broadcast ever since. Amy, I'm not sure how we're going to watch next week. I'm hoping that Peyton will have this thing rolling. Hopefully he's smarter and can figure out YouTube. I can't believe that YouTube has made me feel old because I could not figure out how to get the stream on YouTube. And here's a handoff by the Rough Riders. Right side, gain of 3. So positive yardage.
Check and see if they're going to work on the run. There's still a lot of time left.
Yeah. I tell you, these quarters seem like they've been lasting forever.
But there's just been so much stoppage with penalties and
Yep.
injuries and
Incomplete passes.
Incomplete passes.
Sherry, this was for you, my dear. I'm glad you're able to see the game. There's a little swing pass out to the right, and the Pioneers are there. Pick up about 3 this time, brings up 3rd down.
Well, when the defense sees that play every day in practice, we used to work against each other all the time. My receivers would go up against Coach Mullen's defensive backs, the head coach of Team Mountain now, and they would work on that. You could see that they did a great job of attacking the outside receiver and everybody swarming the football.
Saginaw send a man in motion. Morales looks to his left, going downfield and incomplete. The ball intended for Hernandez. Now, if Morales continues to work and work on his accuracy and his timing with his wide receivers, I think Saginaw will be in pretty good shape.
They can definitely help them out by giving them some easy completions, just some hitch routes, some out routes, something just to get some rhythm going, and just some easy completions is what he needs.
I wish I could tell you guys what the stats are. Again, you see me struggling with the camera. That's hard enough. But there's no way I could keep up with the stats of this game. Yeah, 1 minute left here in the 3rd quarter. 4th down for the Rough Riders.
Another timeout for special team substitution.
Started out this morning around 5 a.m. with the statement, "It's a great day to be a Pioneer." That has proven to be a fact.
That's right. That's right.
Sandy's been down on the sideline taking pictures, and bless her heart, it's got to be 150 degrees down there. And
it was great up here.
Yeah, it was great up here. And she told me, she said, "Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this." It is hot on the field, but she's doing a good job. She'll have all those pictures on the Facebook page sometime this weekend. That'll be yours for the taking. Morales back to pass, throwing to his right. Nice diving. Did he catch it?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So there's a completion for the Rough Riders for a 1st down at the 39-yard line.
He definitely has some ability.
Yeah.
Like I said, they just need to.
Yeah, timing and accuracy. Work on that a little bit.
They need to help him out with some of the dot concepts.
Morales, a senior. Back to pass again in a little bit of trouble. And he'll let it fly. This time goes out of bounds, incomplete. So 2nd down now. Three wide receivers out to the left. Swatling, the running back. Morales back to pass, looking to the right. He lets it fly, and that's just over the head of everybody and into the hip pocket of a coach.
Only rushing 3 and we're dropping 8 in every pass play.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to find any spots to get completions.
There's Morales again, and he'll throw it underneath.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That could have been 6 back the other way. It was Major Diego back there for the Pioneers.
Do you think they've thrown 40 passes tonight?
Oh, has to be. 40 passes and probably a completed 8.
So like in the 70s when the pitchers had the big ice their elbow.
Right.
Morales might have to ice it tonight.
Riders taking their time. Yep. If my count is right, that's
They gave him the timeout.
they gave him timeout. 6 8. If my count's right, that's like the 5th
Yeah,
delay game.
it's just the first game, working out a lot of stuff. They're gonna have a lot of things to look at on the film to try to fix. So they will. They'll get better as the year goes on.
Been hearing a lot of good things about Chisholm Trail. A lot of folks are expecting them to be in the hunt for a playoff spot this year.
Are they on the forward teams?
No, they're in the Denver Ryan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, all that.
I did pick up my Texas football today finally.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of the districts.
Well, it's funny because, usually I'll start a month ahead of time preparing for football season. Not thinking I wasn't going to do it. I hadn't looked at anything. Morales steps up in the pocket, thinks about it. Now he's runs around, looking for man downfield. Looks like there's probably going to be a hold. Ball is in the air. Pioneers knock it away. Incomplete, but man, that had to take 20 seconds off the clock on that play.
And again,
Yeah. Fourth quarter score from Eagle Mountains, 55-7. Decatur all over our Knights. So 4th down and Saginaw will punt. Send in the punting unit. 16 seconds left. And it was 35 seconds. Seems like 3 minutes ago.
I can tell you, like I said, Jim, I went to Texas Tech, and so we had many of these games. Coach Leach was coaching the Red Raiders. He was going to throw the football.
Yeah.
And so it was going to be a long game.
Pioneers with a new defensive coordinator this year. Eric Mitchell comes in and replacing longtime defensive coach Todd Davis. And I like what I've seen on the defense so far.
Yeah. It's, again, typical Boswell defense. They're competing, playing hard, and they're all running the football. And that's what Boswell defense has done for many years.
Of course, offensively, the Pioneers return Jay Freeman as the offensive coordinator.
I'm sure Coach Weaver's going to be telling Coach Freeman, let's keep the ball on the ground and get out of here. So nobody gets hurt. Get guys in. Got to get some guys in and get some reps and get better, particularly those younger guys to get some reps. behind that wagon. They let bring up the.
So right now it's underneath the play clock over there in the north end zone.
Okay.
I got it stood up, but they did hide it earlier today.
Okay. Gosh.
Oh,
Same coming there.
he was looking at the wagon wheel. They must be listening to the broadcast and looking over there at the wagon wheel.
Oh, there it goes.
Fourth down, the Rough Riders actually going to go for it here. Swelling is the running back. Handoff is to Swelling, running right, and he's going to fail. It looked like they were going to. Yep. If he didn't get it, he's really close. So Swelling took a hit. But he did pick up the first down. Or did he? Defense has come this way.
You got a cramp?
Could be.
See that probably in the first couple of weeks.
So it was a first down for Saginaw. Hello, Nick Hardman. Nick Hardman is one of my guys that works with me here at EMSISD. Said he's able to tune in and watch the show. All right, 2 seconds, and time runs out. We're in the final stanza here at Pioneer Stadium in what has been a very long football game as we enter the fourth quarter and the kids hold up the fourth quarter, our quarter. Always enjoy seeing that.
We usually, in the past, we built that out in the off season for sure, make the kids realize when they're doing their off season workouts. Right at the very end of our workouts, we got them up.
Is that right?
Yeah. Coach drilled it into them, hey, maybe, feeling tired and hurt. We've still got a lot more game to go.
I tell you, Coach, I think we mentioned it earlier, but I think this has to be the smallest crowd for a wagon wheel game that I've ever seen.
I think it's just the heat.
Yeah.
The weather is just.
I mean,
I just want to stay inside.
I remember the days, well, hopefully they're all watching the game at home.
Yeah.
I remember a day when it was standing room only. Here's a handoff to the running back. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, no game.
And it might have been if it was just a few more games end of the season, maybe, sometimes this opening game just sneaks up on you.
Yeah. I remember that first game here at Pioneer Stadium. And there were a line of cars as far as you could see out there on Bailey Boswell. People were still, it was mid first quarter, still trying to get in.
Wow. Yeah. There have been some great games. I remember being part of, I was here coaching 5 years. Been some great games.
Morales back to pass, throws it out quickly, and man, he had a guy. He was again out in front of him a little bit too far, trying to get it into the hands of Jay Beard. If anything, this game's going to teach Morales how to get rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah. He's been running for his life. He's got some ability. He's gonna do some good things this year.
Here's the handoff to the running back, running left. Still on his feet. Nice game. Pickup of 9 out to the 42-yard line. That was that big running back, Manger. Yeah, they used to put the heights and weights on the rosters. They don't do that anymore. That kid's got to be what? 6'1", 6'2"?
Yeah.
Ooh, they handed it to him again, but Pioneers in there just really quick. Can't tell if that's a 90 or an 80. James Washington. Washington, another senior for the Pioneers. Pioneers will take over at their own 46-yard line. Pioneers have really had a lot of short fields tonight. Lawrence remains quarterback with Lassiter at running back. Takes it or gives it to Lassiter. Lassiter escapes one block, can't get away from the second tackler, and picks up a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9.
Still think there should be a steady dose of ground game. Probably gonna let the play clock run down long, hopefully,
Yeah.
as long as.
Yeah, pick up a few more first downs,
Yeah,
get a score.
They're watching the clock, I know. They're just telling them run the play.
Hand off again to Laster, and Laster again. Nice run this time into Rough Rider territory. Gain of 8 down to the 45-yard line. So that'll give him a short 3rd and 1. Laster remains the running back. Off again to Laster. Laster, nice hole, bounces outside, down the right sideline, 1 man to beat, and he'll go in for the score. Touchdown, Pioneers.
I think that's the first time they've run counter all night, and it just opened up. That was beautiful. Makes you wonder if they were just going with the hot hand early in the first half.
Or maybe just looking to see, you know,
Because he seems like
See
he's
what
got,
they do.
looks like he's got more carries this second.
Yeah. Brazos kick is up, and once again, they did a little right down the middle. Pioneers go 52-7.
This is going to be a big celebration on this field tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 2-year drought appears to be over. Oh, I need to change that to this quarter.
Yeah.
The 3rd quarter was so long, everybody thinks we're still in the 3rd quarter.
We used to have a lot of picture taking with the meals after the game.
Yes.
And even the students would come out of the stands. The students
Yeah.
take pictures of the meal.
Oh, cheerleaders, students.
Families.
Yeah, Blue Crew
I mean,
families.
it's usually like an hour out on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, and talk about that a little bit. Talk about the feeling of winning the WAC.
I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, everybody, it's a big rivalry, you know, and a lot of the kids know each other, you know, and grown up together and played sports against each other. But yeah, teams put so much into it, both teams do. I mean, I've seen it on the other side. You know, my son was playing and they lost the sack ball one year, and you could see the other team was pretty excited about it. But yeah, it was fantastic. I loved having my kids there. We all took pictures of the wheel. Like I said, I've got tons of those photos in my house.
Okay, must have been a penalty on that last
Yeah.
play. Pioneers are going to kick off from the Rough Rider 45.
Hopefully, so I think both teams are probably trying to run the ball here, so we run the clock out. We get both homes, get both teams home healthy.
High end over end kick. This will go out of the back of the end zone. Actually hit the uprights. Saginaw crowd is pretty well thinned out. Still got some of their faithful here, but I don't blame them. I'll be trying to get out of here too.
Get in that AC. It's still hot tonight. Looks like we have some replacements, some backups getting in.
Yeah.
It's always good for them. They deserve
Oh
it.
wow. So Morales will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. I thought they were going to tackle him for a loss.
Squeeze through there.
He squeezed through there, yeah. Yep, some of the seconds getting a look.
I've got to find some other answers to give him some other playmakers to help him out a little bit.
And off is to the running back. He's got nowhere to go. He's swallowed up. This time it will be for about a 4-yard loss, all the way back to the 21.
A lot of these backups getting valuable experience right now. They come in, they don't care about the score. They want to play.
Yeah, just getting to play.
Yeah, they want to show out and show the coaches what they can do, so they can put it on film for tomorrow morning. It's gonna be a fun time for the kids and the coaches to watch film together tomorrow morning.
Always liked it. It's been many years ago, but Coach Ab used to host film watching with the Booster Club, and I remember we would go to JR's and watch film and talk to Coach Ab.
I think that was before I got there.
Yeah, yeah, because then they moved it from JR's into the lecture hall.
Right.
Those were good times. The Rough Riders move back even further now. The ball at the 17-yard line with 3rd and 18 to go. A little pass outside, and it's caught for a first down. So nice little play by the Saginaw to pick up the first down. Still fighting.
Yeah.
Been a weird 4 or 5 years for this rivalry.
Yeah.
Morales rolling out to his right, trying to find a man underneath, and that's incomplete. But you had the 2-year drought where Johnson didn't want to play, and then when you had Peters come back in, and Peters wins the wheel.
Right.
Then Peters leaves, DeWitt comes in,
Yeah.
and he wins the wheel. Ab moves up, West moves in.
I think we went like 10 or 11 years after those.
Yeah. I remember right. I think this will be the Pioneers' 15th win. You're out there watching, still paying attention to the game. You know, I want to say the Pioneers have won 14 of these. Hello, Charter Comics. Glad you're tuning in to this exciting barn burner. 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Pioneers leading 52-7. Rough Riders still battling, still trying to get some things done. Morales looking to his left. Oh, I thought that one was going to be picked off. Number 20, Mason Freeland. Is that 20? It's hard to tell. Anyway, that cornerback out there looked like he was going to jump the route there for a minute. 3rd and 10 for the Rough Riders. Okay, that's Chris Hayes. Handoff is to the running back. And he'll pick up 5. Chris Hayes, Turner Comics. Chris Hayes is his son used to go to Halton, and then they moved to Halton, and he started the Halton Buffalo broadcast. And so they did the Halton Buffalo broadcast, and they were at Brewer, and he had asked me to do that game with, you know, I think I'm going to go to the Bos Vs Sag game. I had no idea I was going to be broadcasting the game. Morales back again to pass, left side, and that's going to be incomplete. So they will turn the football over on downs. Chris owns the Pastime Comics there. I think it's in Keller, and he's an author and written comics, holds Comic Cons. Just a great guy. And not a bad broadcaster. His team does a great job with that Halton broadcast. He was wanting me to help me. One of his guys was out this week.
Everybody's at the Cowboy game?
No, his guy was off out of state somewhere. Handoff is to Hummer, and Hummer will get a first down. Hummer up to the 37-yard line. And Chris, if you're still there, I'd love to see what the score was of your game. As Halton plays Brewer, I always like playing Brewer. I like Brewer Stadium. It was kind to the Pioneers.
The PA announcer always cracked me up.
Yeah.
Mustard on the lid.
Mustard on the lid, yeah. Or the Crowley guy with the calling your right. Got a new quarterback in for the Pioneers. That's number 19, Aiden Lopez. There's Aiden Lopez, and your running back is Anthony Hummer. And really, you know, we talked all night about Richardson and Lassiter, but Hummer's not bad either.
There's been a lot of good backs.
So 2nd down now and 7, 5:03 left to play. Lopez takes his time, handoff to Hummer. Hummer right up the middle, another decent gain out to the 30-yard line. Bring out 3rd down. Now, what I'd like to see here, Coach, is if they do get stopped, I would love to see them to give Ben Perez an opportunity.
Yeah, nice.
So Halton Brewer game, Brewer on top of Halton 31-14. Just wondering if anybody out there has an updated score on the Alito game. Alito was, last we saw, they were getting beat 26-0. Lopez, handoff to, no, Lopez keeps it himself. picks up the first down and is taken down. I mean, just the pile just pushes him down to the 12-yard line.
Is that rugby?
Yeah, looks like rugby. That puts the Pioneers back into the Brad's Barbecue Red Zone. Aledo lost, is what I'm being told, 26-0. And I don't know,
Welcome to 6A.
when is the last time Aledo got blanked? Not just beat, blanked.
That's a good question.
Wow.
North Crowley's really good.
Yeah. There's Lopez again, and Lopez will hand it off to Hummer. And Hummer again moving the pile forward. Still moving, still going.
I think in 6A, you're gonna have North Crowley, Duncanville, DeSoto, South Lake.
Yeah.
Up in the North Texas area.
Denton Guyer.
Yeah, I mean, just even Byron Nelson. They're gonna-
Yeah, Byron Nelson, pretty good.
But, yeah, 6A and North Texas is.
Yeah.
Brutal. Oh, Waxahachie, they're really good this year.
He says I couldn't go out at 20 years. That was the plan. Here's Lopez. Oh, a little miscommunication, and Lopez will keep it around the left side. Yeah. And he is slung down at the 6-yard line.
Your backup's not getting his.
Yeah. When I played quarterback in high school, I was a third stringer. And the two guys in front of me both got injured. And I remember coming in and I had a toss play. And the first play I ever came in. And it was a toss out to the left. And I was more concerned about taking the snap from under center. And I took that ball and I tossed it into no man's land.
Right.
And there was nobody there. Nobody there. Wow, Aledo 16 yards rushing, only 175 yards total. Wow. Welcome to 6A. I think I saw somewhere where Aledo and you guys correct me out there if I'm wrong, but they were ranked like 16. I couldn't believe my eyes, because usually it's Aledo ranked number 1.
There's still been talk about building another high school. out
Yeah,
there.
they're already building one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the works out there by,
So I guess the next realignment is back to the family
yeah,
across the highway, I think, on the other side.
yeah, what is it? Some ranch.
Ross Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are officially with 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. This has gone a little bit faster.
This is past my bedtime.
And we will have the wagon wheel celebration. And good deal for Coach Weaver.
Exactly.
And last year was not easy.
Like I said, I talked to him last night and he was really excited about the game. He said, the last thing he said to me was, we need that field back.
Yeah. Pioneers just let the clock continue to run. Lopez handoff to Hummer, and Hummer finds a way into the end zone.
No.
Touchdown Hummer, touchdown Pioneers, and the second teamers will put a score on the board.
Guys are pretty excited.
Yeah. Just when you thought the Pioneers were done, they come up with another score. And Chris, I am showing my age. I'm on the yard stream as a very last result, or last resort, because I could not figure out how to get on YouTube. Extra point is good. Chris is with that Halton broadcast, is a big believer in yard stream. And I tell you, it was a lifesaver tonight because we wouldn't have been able to show the game if I didn't have yard stream, because I could not figure out how to get OBS to connect with YouTube. YouTube made some changes during the off season, and they were way over my head, because used to, you just clicked a button that said go live and you were live. And
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing now because it wasn't working.
preseason.
Yeah. Hopefully Peyton can figure that out and get this thing going like it's supposed to be. There's the kick by the Pioneers, and looks like be taken at the 3-yard line. And Pioneers are there. Good job on special teams. They've really been clicking on all 3 phases, but there's a flag at the end of that play. Yeah, minute 46 left. Rough Riders with the football. And it looks like they're going to pick up a little more real estate off the penalty. And they will set the ball down at the 30-yard line. Coach, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here
Yeah, it's been fun.
tonight with the game. I think this is the first time in 21 years that our listeners have actually got professional knowledge of football in a broadcast.
I don't know about that. It was fun. I enjoyed just being a spectator and kind of watching what both teams were doing.
See what the Rough Riders do with the minute 46. And they will hand it to running back, and it's got nowhere to go. Big 64 for the Pioneers. That's Liam Antonio came in and spoiled that plan on their run. And that'll be a loss of 2 back to the 28. So 2nd and 12 now, as we are a minute 23 away from the official presentation of the wagon wheel. Is that ammo?
Yeah.
Right. Well, he's carried that thing so many times. I think it belongs to him. Morales throws it underneath behind the receiver, incomplete. That'll stop the clock at 58 seconds.
So what happened? Was there one time where the field run or something?
So this is actually the 3rd wagon.
Okay,
So the first wagon wheel was donated by Paul Jacobs,
that's right.
and that one mysteriously ended up missing.
Oh, really?
You know, both schools blame each other for its disappearance. Coach App thinks it's at the bottom of Eagles Play. He's not sure. And then to replace it, they got a smaller one that was about, I don't know, 24 inches. And that just wasn't going to do. It wasn't going to hold all the plaques for Boswell. And so they got rid of that one. And then this one, if I remember right, it was flown in from like Ohio or someplace. And that's the one they've used ever since. And it's a heavy sucker. The new AD for Boswell, Todd Raymond, was getting it out of his truck earlier today. He couldn't believe how heavy that thing was. Rough Riders with a run up the middle. They'll pick up first down. And that'll leave 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the Boswell Pioneers bringing the wheel back home. Winning this game 59-7. Decisive fashion over their crosstown rivals, the Saginaw Rough Riders, and Coach Weaver couldn't be any happier.
Very happy for him. He and his whole staff, they worked very hard for this.
Oh, Coach Ed without the wheel. Who's got the wheel?
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Oh, that is the principal. Yeah, that's Boswell's principal, Ryan Wilson. I think that's the first time we've had a principal actually give it out. There's some happy young men right there. Ooh. Wheel coming back home. Yeah. Man, I remember many of these celebrations, and this particular group of young men have never held the wagon wheel because their first 2 years they didn't play.
Oh, that's right.
And then Saginaw has won it the past 2 years.
Okay.
So this group, this is the first time they got to possess the wagon wheel.
That's great.
So really good game tonight for the Boswell Pioneers, Coach. Give me your thoughts on the overall performance.
I mean, I thought it was a great performance, particularly on offense and defensive line. I think that's where, their strength lies tonight. I mean, you got great skill kids, Boswell offense and defense, but I think what won it tonight was the offense and defensive line.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought that Boswell, I thought they really controlled the line of scrimmage from the very start.
Yes. You can do that when the other games, doesn't matter what league you're in.
I've always heard, and this goes back to when John Madden was calling football. He always felt like if you watch the trenches for the first couple of series, a lot of times whoever dominated the line of scrimmage would be your eventual game winner. Now, not always, but for the most part, if you were dominating those first couple of series,
Yeah,
you were going to win that football.
set the tone for the game.
Mm-hmm. That's a rebate. A rebate with the Bos flag. He's a good kid. We had him on the Coach Weaver show last year, and he seems in person he seems kind of shy, but on the field he is absolutely animated. Wow. Sagnaw's not even sticking around for, it doesn't look like they're sticking around for their school something.
I think they did. Longer over here.
Oh, okay.
It's something.
Fantastic.
Very happy for them. They played their tails off tonight.
Yeah.
They deserved it.
So what is Coach Weaver telling them right now?
That they're 0-0 going into next week. I know they'll celebrate it tonight. Look, he's obviously very happy, but tomorrow they'll get started getting ready for basketball.
Yeah.
So there's things within the fix too. Like you said earlier in the broadcast, big top district they're going into.
Yeah.
So they've got to just keep building and building and get better so that when they when they get in the district, they're flying. It's going to be tough with
Yeah.
some of the teams that they've got. But I remember when I wasn't here, but when they went into 6A, they had a couple of tough stretches there. But man, eventually they got used to 6A ball and went to the playoffs and 6A ball. So they just Coach Weaver and his staff, they've got to keep these kids just moving up, keep moving up and improve. There's going to be some mistakes that they'll see on the film tomorrow. Those are things that they can teaching points and everything. But that's what's great about this game. You can work on those things and get better for the next week and just move on. Same thing with Saginaw. I mean, Coach DeWitt, like I said earlier, great football coach, very well respected in DFW. And I know they're very disappointed, but he'll have those kids ready to play next week.
Well, I am done for the year, biggest game of the year. No, it's always great whenever these two teams get together. And I know that Eagle Mountain had a rough game against Decatur, but this was the place to be.
Yeah, for sure.
I can hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
So now they'll spend time taking pictures with the wheel. And like I say, Sandy will be down there. She'll be taking those pictures. And check our Facebook page one more time as she will put those out. Hopefully on maybe Saturday, maybe for sure Sunday. Coach, if you had to pick a player of the game, offense and defense, who would that be?
Jeez. I'd say defensively, I'd say the entire defense. They were all flying to the football. I wouldn't. Offensively, I mean, I know the two backs did a great job. But you got offensive line was opening up some nice holes for them too. I like the Hogs.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, you're right. This is a tough one because defensively, I thought that defensive line had a fantastic game.
Yeah, they did.
They were putting pressure on Morales all night. Morales really didn't have the time to make good throws. And
he's gonna need some ice for that arm. Man.
Yeah. So, and I think that's led by a relay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he made his presence felt.
He was in the backfield all night. So yeah, probably him.
And then offensively, Jace Richardson had a great game. Really both backs, like you said, both wonderful performances by those guys. And I kind of like some of the newcomers. Certainly Brown at the wide receiver spot.
It's gonna be good.
He definitely is going to be good.
I thought Lawrence.
Yeah, Juju Lawrence.
I thought he played a good game.
Yeah, and he's been solid at quarterback for the past 3 years, and he just continues to grow. And I'm excited for what he can do here in his senior year. I don't know where the Pioneers will finish up in their district, but I think they're going to be better.
Yeah, I do too. After watching them together the first game, I mean, it's not going to be like this every week.
Yeah,
but after watching them play and seeing how they compete, I think they can do some good things.
Yeah, their final 2 games of the season here at Pioneer Stadium are Byron Nelson and South Lake Carroll. So
Let's get those W's early now.
get those W's while you can, and maybe get some confidence. And, fight for one of those 4 playoff spots. Well, that'll do it for us here. I can't believe that back in last November, I was saying it'd be the last time. For one more time, this is Jim Howard, along with Coach Naylor. Thank you so much for your help. And
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. And one last time, good night and go Boss.
Boss.